Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. I'm joined once again by Tyler.
Hello.
Last time we found a couple more bodies, Dio looked very suspicious, and now we're in the Ambidex room voting against Kay. And this time I'm going to choose to ally, and we'll see if Kay can be trusted to ally as well. I suspect he can, but we'll see.
Round 2.
We have been able to trust Kay in other routes when he was voting against Phi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kay has so far proven himself to be pretty trustworthy.
Yeah, actually both times with Phi. There was once stopping Dio or Kay from escaping and once just facing a dead person, or almost dying person, I think, with Phi.
And when he died, like, to fight Kay, presumably, or fight Dio. Died fighting Dio. So Temioji betrayed Luna to boost QUARK to 9.
Yeah.
Which is not unreasonable. And then
Luna's also dead, probably.
Oh yeah, Luna. Yeah, I forgot about that. Luna is dead, so there's no reason not to betray her. And that boosts QUARK to 9. That also helps bump Temioji's score. Phi, Dio, and Clover are locked in a standoff.
Yeah.
Because they don't want Dio to be able to escape.
Yeah, Phi actually thought about choosing Ally, which I think is out of character, sort of. But she didn't end up getting that.
Kay did actually betray us.
Yeah.
Which I only just saw. And so now that puts us down to 3. Puts Alice to -1.
But she's already got a knife in her chest.
Yeah. But that's just interesting because I don't think we've seen a negative yet.
Yeah.
And then Kay is at 9 so he can get out. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say about this.
Yeah.
It also makes me wonder now, if I go back and choose to betray Kay, is it going to do the same thing it did with Phi and Alice, where it's going to flip him to ally? Or is it going to be a mutual betray?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please.
I'll be very interested to see what Kay has to say now. What?
So you did indeed choose ally.
You tricked me!
I apologize.
Sigma! You fucking idiot! Now Kay's got 9 points thanks to your stupid ass.
But he's not going to just leave us.
I apologize for taking further advantage of your trust, but I will be leaving.
What? Before we could react, Kay slipped past us with speed and agility that belied his size. In the blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
Kay! God damn it! Wait, you son of a bitch!
This was actually the first ending I ended up getting, so I was quite surprised about it.
It is surprising. I really didn't expect him to do this.
Yeah.
He didn't give any sign that he'd heard Dio. Just grabbed the lever and pulled it down.
It also made me, even more angry when I saw the routes where, he was trustworthy against Phi.
Uh-huh. Because you saw his betrayal first.
I was just really? You're gonna vote ally now?
Well, turns out this is going to be a very short route.
Yeah.
The number 9 door has been opened.
You don't hear that very much.
Remain
Why did you do it? I trusted you, Kay!
The answer is obvious. 3 people have already been murdered. If I remain, I place myself in greater danger. A simple decision, really. I'm sure you would have done...
God damn it, Kay!
I apologize. I do intend to contact the police as soon as I have escaped. Now then.
Kay! Wait! He didn't even turn around. Well, I mean, at least, thank you for the thought of contacting the authorities.
Yeah, I think he would do something that a lot of people probably would do in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you. As the game is over, escape is
Yep.
not. Please in.
We're stuck here forever now.
He's gone.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma!
There's no point to blaming him now.
Yeah. It's not like we can open that door again.
Ah, damn it!
No, this isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence, staring at the door. The only exit to the outside world, now closed forever. Our only chance of escape now was to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police. Alice, Luna, the old woman, who had killed them? And where had QUARK gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. I mean, if we could, before I have to go to a different route, that would be very convenient.
Do you have any theories about those? There's probably a couple of obvious ones based off of other routes, but...
Yeah, I feel like I don't have anything that isn't obvious. Like, Dio killing people and QUARK. I don't know, all I can think of is QUARK is stuffed somewhere. or has been let by the Real Zero out to some other location, like he's in a closet that we don't have access to or something.
Yeah.
Because it is really strange that we can't find him. I like the K actually is, a Freddy Fazbear reject, and QUARK is stuck in his body.
Yeah, it was because you mentioned the armor, and I didn't realize you meant the actual armor, not K's armor.
Now we're going to go back, and we're going to betray K.
Yeah. I will say
let's
there
see.
were a few that I, gamed over on, but I knew that I would game over on them, going through the other routes.
Results from round.
This one was the only one where I didn't expect to game over where I did.
To the results screen.
Yeah, neither of us did. Not from that I didn't expect so direct a game over.
Yeah.
Alright, they're in a standstill, to be expected. He betrays, that's logical.
Yeah, everyone who could betray did betray.
Yeah. So they didn't flip it on us this time, which is
Nope.
nice. So, you picked betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately.
Like hell you
I might
wouldn't.
choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, I might. Intentionally using vague words to cover yourself.
Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
Then you do not trust me.
Not anymore. Well,
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
The honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose betray too, huh? If you just picked ally, I'd have 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
This is the outcome Zero wanted to avoid most.
Yeah.
Everybody betrays.
Well, there was still one outcome that was not the one he wanted to avoid, which was 10 Miyojis, but
Oh, yeah.
there was no way it would result in this, though. Result in betrays, I mean.
So you chose betray.
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings QUARK's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, whoa. Nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
I mean, it's better that he's not, because if we were forced to deal with the situation, it seems like it might turn ugly. So maybe Quark shouldn't show up until everyone catches up.
Yeah, we did see what happens when Tenmyoji finds Quark with 9 BP.
Oh yeah, and he never really did say where he found Quark.
Yeah.
But that does imply that Quark is actually alive, because he is found alive in at least one route.
Yeah, unless he dies later to suicide from Radical 6 or something.
Alright, so we can play the games as many times as we want.
So it would seem.
There are 3 white doors.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. An hour and a half, good God. We still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Not a full hour and a half, but yeah, basically.
Yeah, pretty close. 9 minutes short.
We'll need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Looks like
blue.
I'm a...
Wait.
What was that?
Oh, I thought Tenmyoji was the blue one, but you're blue.
Yeah, we're a blue solo.
I'm a magenta.
Unless they're finally allowing people to pair with different groups.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
You still might
What
be
color
with
are you?
Dio.
I'm a green solo. What's with the Psi?
Forget about it.
What about you two?
Cyan, pair.
I'm a cyan pair, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Then, what color is Quark?
He's a red solo.
It looks
In
like
order
you're
to
with
open the
nobody.
white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
I think you're blue and, yeah, yellows.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer? Doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance? What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
I mean, the fact that there was that woman in here who was a 10th person already opens the possibility.
Yeah.
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah, I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument.
Nobody likes
Besides,
Dio.
I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic
Yeah.
doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma.
Oh yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take
They're
the
the lucky
cyan door on
ones.
floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right, Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and the green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
So that's... Yellow is... yeah, so that's the treatment...
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, infirmary treatment
Infirmary.
center. In that order. I forgot the word for infirmary for a minute.
There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
She used to have a bracelet on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Does
Maybe
this
she
remind
had
you of
something on her
anything?
wrist.
What?
Does this remind you of anything in the game so far?
Yeah, it reminds me of Temioji using the spray bottle to check on the underside of people's wrists for blood stains. Also, like we had talked about before, the possibility that somebody had swapped places. If somebody had taken her bracelet, perhaps what Temioji had noticed was this blood stain and realized that whoever has her bracelet, it's going to be covered in blood. That was undoubtedly wiped off, but he figures that he can see that with the luminol. Of course, you know, in Dio's case, we saw it on his, like, arm, I think, right? Under where the bracelet would be?
No.
I don't remember exactly.
But
I think, is that the implication here, that Dio's bracelet is actually the one she was originally wearing? So that would imply that Dio took it when he killed her?
That is what's implying, yeah. Do you think it was Dio, though, that killed her?
Tricky. It seems reasonable to think that the same person who killed her was the person who killed Alice, because Alice was onto the trick of hiding the body. Yeah. And so it would make sense if they killed Alice to keep her quiet. Dio had an opportunity. The only real question with that is what happened with Clover. Dio might have taken the knife. But why would he have left it there? I'm really not sure. But this evidence certainly is helping to incriminate Dio.
Yeah, and definitely looks a lot like Dio did it so far.
Also in my mind is going through the idea that, like, the fact that you're pressing and questioning me is making me second guess it and be like, do they want me to think Dio did this?
I don't know. I was
it's
just
in fact
asking
somebody else.
There's always the possibility that Zero Escape games go one step further than you would ever think of.
In fact, the true culprit is the cameraman. No,
the cameraman would be Sigma, I guess.
A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch, huh? I don't know. It looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or something? Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed.
One thing that's interesting
she was a participant.
I'm pretty sure we saw everyone's bracelet at the beginning, so that would mean she was killed before the games even started.
That's a good point, yeah.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
She was found in the rightmost thing where Alice had came from, presumably.
Luna.
Luna, yeah.
I think you were thinking of Luna, but did the name switch up again?
Yeah, I keep doing that. But I was thinking of Luna. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but if
I just feel like I have too little information.
Yeah, if she was killed before the games even started, then whoever did it might have been able to access areas that they shouldn't have.
Which just says, well, then it's likely Zero who did it.
Yeah, or at least Zero planned it.
But we still don't have much to say who specifically that was. Kay? Is something wrong?
Oh, no. Nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They've probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes.
And you're telling me they're probably wearing it?
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words, but in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it.
Why?
So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would someone do that? And what does that imply for the route where her body isn't found?
Yeah.
I guess, is she still dead? She's just not hidden there? Where we find her?
That leads to the question of whether her body would be hidden somewhere else then, and why you wouldn't be able to find it even after, like, all of that time. Well, someone...
And does that mean that wherever her body is hidden in the other routes, that's where QUARK is now? Because we also can't find QUARK? And, I mean, how many weird, out-of-the-way places nobody can find are there likely to be?
Then would the person who have, like, gotten rid of QUARK be the same person who got rid of her, then? And how would they have that much extra access?
Well, for that, the only reason I can think of is that they are Zero Senior. Although, it does bring up an interesting question, because if they weren't supposed to be a participant in the game, are they somebody that just is completely secondary to this? Are they some non-Zero person? Or is it that Zero themselves didn't expect to participate in the game, but decided they needed to at the last minute? Maybe Zero had an unlikely change of plans, or somebody else is forcing their way into Zero's game. If it's somebody else forcing their way into Zero's game, maybe they're not totally restricted by Zero's rules. Maybe they have a surprise up their sleeves and have more access than Zero had intended.
Well, if Zero didn't intend them to be in the games, then he could just kill them right now.
Potentially, but wouldn't it really screw over the nonary game if there aren't 9 players? If someone dies at the beginning, then what happens to the rest of the game?
I guess, but that did actually happen in the first game, so...
True, but the first game's rules were designed a little differently.
Yeah.
So maybe that doesn't work to Zero's purposes?
It would be kind of funny to just have this start out with 8 people and, like, someone just gets a free betrayal every once in a while. Or is a solo despite being a pair or something like that.
That would provoke an imbalance in things, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because it would stop everybody from just allying each other. Well, I guess it wouldn't stop them from allying each other, but assuming that you do get a couple of, like, mutual betrayals in there, it gives people that aren't normally trusted an opportunity to be able to climb up in some points. But why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Come on.
Dio's outfit is
Use those gray cells.
Perfect for hiding blood on it.
What?
Dio's outfit is red. It would be perfect for hiding blood.
Although Kay also has that.
Oh, yeah.
Kay, I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it, there should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First, we need to finish looking for QUARK, though. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
I would think this is a priority. When you have traitors in your midst. Potentially. Like, the time it takes you to look for QUARK could result in another body, you know?
Yeah, certain priorities are definitely weird in this game.
But yeah, maybe this is the route where we positively ID Zero then, and that would unblock Alice's route. Because if it is Dio, we might gather everybody and prove it.
Yeah. There is the issue, though, of, like, why would they reveal Zero so early, which is why it might not necessarily be a Zero.
I mean, I don't know if this is early. Is it?
Well, you haven't hit a lock yet, and the entire game is about Zero escape.
Yeah. So I guess what you're saying is that, in theory, this could have been the very first route you went down.
Well, in practice, it was the first route I went down.
Oh, yeah. So, true. There's 3 doors here, too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But?
Oh, there's 2 open.
Oh. Are they? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like 2 of them are already unlocked. I didn't even notice that.
The center and rightmost doors both say open.
I forgot about
Perhaps the layout here is different.
Detail.
Well, this at least partially answers a question. It's possible to get another door open, although maybe that's only with, like, administrative access.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. So the one we did not expect to be open.
Yeah, and it'll be a very familiar room, I think.
Ah, the Golem Bay.
Though at this point, over half the rooms are familiar. It looks unsolved almost.
It does, because the golems should be down.
Yeah.
Huh? What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find QUARK, not look at a workbench.
I guess they did
You go
say
check out
that
the far end, alright?
They went to the treatment center, which was the other door, so I guess this would be unsolved.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, this door, this should not have been open. I don't know why it is.
Yeah.
Nothing. He's not here either.
The safe
is looted.
Yeah.
Hey, Kay! How's it going over there? Oh, I thought he was going to mention the safe. Kay! Can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Because that's where the key to his head should have been.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled.
Yeah,
if Dio,
Golem's
Phi,
also
and Clover
not
did
here.
not open this safe, who did?
Somebody's cleaned this area up.
Yeah.
Well, there's no point in thinking about it. We should get back.
Yes, and there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep.
Oh,
Let's get moving then.
Even though the robots aren't down, the wheel's still on, which means that it was partially solved.
Yeah. Yeah, the room is in a weird, like, inconsistent state at the moment.
Yeah. I wonder if that's just limited, like, pictures, or if it's actually something meaningful, because I don't know why you would never have a route that doesn't have Golem sitting there, besides right now.
Well, I mean, it looks kind of like, whoever Zero is has, realized that Golem sitting there is a security problem. And he's done some kind of cleanup, or at least somebody has realized that the stuff in that room is of a sensitive nature. So they've removed the golem that gives access to information. They've taken the plug or the key that can open Kay's suit. Somebody knew what was in there and figured that letting the rest of us have it was dangerous. So they used some kind of administrator access or something to get in out of sequence and remove those things.
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there 2 rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where QUARK might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, might as well. Have at it.
I think last time didn't Kay say he searched here for QUARK, like before the AB game?
I don't remember.
What?
I think
in this route?
Yeah, in this route, before the AB game. I think he mentioned when you were searching that he searched the second level warehouse and the treatment center or something.
QUARK! No. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... Oh god!
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to QUARK's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive! He's alive!
It's alive!
I'm so glad to know he's safe.
But he's got his thing off, which is interesting, his bracelet. I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Sr. took it off?
What? Why?
I have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Sr. brought QUARK here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps QUARK has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
Well, how would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found QUARK. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
The fact that...
Yeah, I bet.
The fact that, like, he's still alive but doesn't have his bracelet does imply that maybe, like, bracelets can be swapped, which means maybe Dio isn't actually the killer. If the killer had a lot of access to these rooms, and if this room was somehow what caused it to come off.
But Dio does have a bloody bracelet, so you're saying that somebody else swapped Dio's bracelet?
It's possible, at least.
In theory, it would require Dio at some point to have been unconscious or something, right? Because otherwise he'd know about it.
Well,
so he would have had to have been knocked out.
There's the idea that we saw everyone's bracelet, so it happened before that point, which was when everyone was knocked out.
Okay, so you're saying Dio's bracelet was maybe switched.
Yeah, it could have been switched.
Before anybody woke up, before everything began.
Yeah, maybe.
Possible. In which case that really isn't evidence of anything, yeah. Because her time of death would have had to have been before as well, so that would make sense. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No. I believe it would be best to leave QUARK here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
Oh.
I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
As long as nobody locks the pod.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed.
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. So we're thinking that in some other routes that may be what happens to him, is that he gets locked in there, and then he dies when when he's not able to make it
Yeah, maybe.
to the chromatic doors.
If someone can open the doors whenever they want, then it's possible he's put in there even when that's not a path that you go down. And they might even re-lock the door just to keep him
You're
from
late.
being found.
And also, another thing that occurred to me is that if somebody can go through whatever the doors they want, it also means that they can get the injection gun, even when the treatment center and the infirmary aren't paths that you could go down.
Yeah. Well, the infirmary's always a path, but yeah.
Sure. I mean, well, the infirmary opens up once you do the first set of chromatic doors.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
We shouldn't be telling yet. Oh, we can tell about QUARK. I explained to them how we'd found QUARK in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
Don't tell them.
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
QUARK may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
I keep thinking that they're going to talk about the luminol spray on the bracelets.
Yeah, we'll
It's like, we don't want to spring that on everyone.
Yeah, we'll probably spray them first, then explain. Just like Tenmyoji, except Tenmyoji even skipped the explaining part at the end.
And he only did it to people individually. We should gather everybody together in the same room.
Yeah.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably? Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was QUARK all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah,
What was in there?
nothing really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with.
That's not good. Are they chained together in the treatment center again or something?
Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for QUARK.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing, and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
Yeah. And me. No, you're fine, Kay.
No! Yeah. His bracelet is a unique design, which... I guess it's still possible that hers was the unique design, but why would hers have that unique design, really? Unless it was for Kay.
Oh yeah, his total... I thought Kay's was exactly the same, and it's just that his suit is built around it.
That is also the case, but it's, like, also slightly unique so that you can, like, see the display and stuff like that.
Is it? So it isn't the same.
It's not exactly the same, but it's still attached to him.
Right.
Not the suit.
Your bracelet is a little different from ours, but I'll join in just to make it fair. Okay, so we are going to at least spray ours, then.
Yeah, though we've already seen all of these people's bracelets.
Mm-hmm. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
Ugh. Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Phi's bracelet is clean. So's mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around, I have rights!
We're gonna force you in a minute.
Yeah, I have rights in this killing game.
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
Okay, Hal.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Yeah, at this point, Phi should be concerned about how Dio is acting. All three of us leapt at Dio. That's when Dio pulls the injection gun, turns around, and then kills one of us. I knew it! His bracelet's glowing! Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand! This is all some kind of... a mistake! Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
He's not acting like he's ignorant. I would expect him to be a lot more surprised than anything. If he had gotten the bracelet swapped onto him. He's acting like someone who was found out. As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Treatment pods?
Perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Yeah.
Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys.
That's gonna be a problem.
I think.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't!
Well, he's putting up quite a fight.
Yeah, I mean...
But I guess Sigma, K, and Phi can wrangle him.
Yeah, 3 against 1 isn't totally fair for him.
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so. So I wonder if then he's the one who plants the bombs. I don't know what his motivations are exactly, but it sounds like if he's telling the truth, he's an unwanted intruder in Zero's game.
Yeah, I'm not sure
so
why
maybe
you would
he's planting the bombs to destroy everything.
I'm not sure why you would lie about killing people, but yeah. You think he's telling the truth, though, about not killing the others, or...?
I don't know, but my inclination is to say that he's probably telling the truth, or at least we should assume he's telling the truth, because his telling the truth there is the worst case scenario, really. First of all, I don't really feel like he has a lot to gain from denying their deaths when he's admitting that he's already killed one person. But beyond that, we should probably assume that unless we can find the evidence to prove that he did do it, that there is actually another party out there. It would be dangerous for us to assume that we've caught one guy, he's guilty for everything, we're safe now.
Yeah, which...
That would be wrong.
That would be a reason for him to lie, though, is if he's the only threat, then, like, we
to
would
make
just
us think that
completely
there's
get
others.
rid of him.
Yeah.
We would probably kill instead of locking, or something. Or at least amputate
Maybe.
like they did to you.
I mean,
we
probably should still do that anyway.
Yeah.
But I think it is reasonable that we should assume the worst case scenario, that there is still danger to be out there, and tread carefully while we look for evidence to try and back up our conclusions.
You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found QUARK.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.